doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for coming by and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make a loaded smoked cheese ball. Now, I'm always looking at other YouTube videos to get ideas for things to cook and smoke. And me and my wife were watching a YouTuber called Hey Grill Hey. Susie's her name, and she made this recipe. I'll leave the original link to that recipe down below. But I was watching it with Monica, and I said, man, this looks like a good recipe to make. And she said, yeah, I agree. So, unbeknownst to me, she went on the website and she ordered the 2 rubs that Susie used in her video. So we have the Fish and Veggie Rub, and we have the sweet barbecue rub, okay? Now you don't have to use these rubs. I wasn't planning on using the rubs. I was gonna use another rub or kind of make a combination. She actually has ingredients of all her rubs on her web page as well. So if you didn't want to buy it, you could buy the ingredients and make it yourself, which I think is really cool. And if you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, go check it out because she's got a lot of cool videos as well. Anyway, we're in December, the holidays are coming up. I'm looking for creative things as an appetizer. This is going to be a cheese ball that's going to have cream cheese. We're going to have bacon bits in it, a sliced jalapeno, some pecans, and we're going to serve it on a plate with some crackers. It's going to be absolutely delicious. And of course, I got to put it on the smoker for a couple hours just to give it a nice smoky flavor. So stick around, guys. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Guys, so there's a total of 3 things I'm going to be smoking for 2 to 3 hours. One is cream cheese, one is bacon, and one is pecans, okay? So what I got here is I got this nice little rack here. I got a foil-lined pan underneath because this obviously is going to get soft in the smoker and it might actually drip through. So anything you have with the smallest holes possible is what you want to use. You're just going to take a regular knife here and we're just going to go down maybe, I don't know, 1/4 inch. Just do a little crisp cut pattern in here. This will allow the seasoning and the smoke to dip down a little bit more than it normally would. And this is so, you know, one thing I probably should have done, which I didn't think, but now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have put these cream cheeses in the freezer for a good hour or so. It would have been easier for it to maintain its shape when I'm cutting here, and it wouldn't be as soft, and that'll allow it more time in the smoker. And now we're going to go across the other way, just like you're scoring a ham. Now normally I would smoke this if I was just doing the cream cheese. I'd put it in the smoke setting, which is the lowest setting on my pellet smoker, which typically is around 165 to 175 degrees. But since I'm doing bacon, I'm going to go 225, which is what Susie recommended as well. Okay, so we got our cream cheese. And like I said, we got 2 of her seasonings. This is the Fish and Veggie Barbecue Rub. Never tried any of this stuff before, but I'm sure it's very good. And we're just going to sprinkle some of that generously on the top of this cream cheese. Not very complicated. This has got all kinds of nice stuff in it. So I'm probably going to go a little heavier than I normally would. And this has kind of become all the rage recently, is people smoking the cream cheese. So I've never tried it. I love a good cheese ball. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I have some chopped pecans. I should have got the whole pecans, but oh well. But I don't think they're going to fall through here. So I'm just going to put the pecans. We want them to absorb a little bit of smoke. If a small piece falls through, so be it. There's a little bit of pecan dust. But we'll kind of spread that out. like so. So there's the one tray that we're going to put in our smoker. The second thing we're going to do is the bacon. Now I got another tray here. You obviously want some foil on the bottom because as this cooks, this obviously is going to drip grease. You don't want to start a grease fire in your smoker. And now I'm going to sprinkle this. We're going to kind of candy this bacon a little bit by putting on Hay Sweet Barbecue Rub. Okay? And like I said, guys, I'll leave a link below to her YouTube channel, and you can go check out some of her videos. And we're just going to sprinkle this on top of the bacon. This is going to be a nice way to add a little bit of flavor to this bacon into our cheese ball. This is going to be cut up and mixed in with our cheese ball. Yeah, look, not very hard at all. And such a nice appetizer that you can serve. If you know, you can do this the day ahead of time, and then make the cheese ball. We're gonna wrap it in saran wrap, put it in your fridge, and then, you know, just pull it out and serve it when you have company come over. Try to get the edges real good. Alright guys, there we go. I'm going to set my smoker for 225 degrees. I'll meet you guys outside. Alright guys, I'm using my Monument Grills pellet smoker. Like I said, I set it at 225. It's at 200, still needs to climb 25 degrees. But I'm going to go ahead and get everything on. Alright guys, so here's that bacon. And I'm going to put that on the bottom shelf. That barely fits in my smoker. And then let me go grab the cream cheese. Right. And now the cream cheese and the nuts I'm going to put right there on the top rack. Yeah, we still got clearance. Alright. Let's make sure that closes all the way. It does. Perfect. Alright guys, like I said, I'm going to try to keep it in here a minimum of 2 hours. Hopefully the cheese won't get too soft. It is very cold out today. It's probably like 25 degrees, so that might help maintain temperatures a little bit. That's it, guys. Alright guys, set it at 225. It's at 230. It's 5 over. Not a big deal. It's been exactly an hour. I haven't been out here, but I wanted to come take a quick look. Let's see how things are looking. Alright, well, the cheese is getting a little bit of a color, as you can tell. It's softened up a little bit. Nuts look fine. Should probably grab the gloves. Let's check out this bacon. Ooh. Bacon's looking good, but obviously needs a lot more time. So there you go, guys. It's been an hour. We'll let it go another hour, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we are exactly at 2.5 hours. Let's take a look here. Ooh, man, it smells good. Let's see. Can definitely tell it's taken on some smoke. For sure. Let's take a look at this bacon. It's looking good, but I think the bacon's going to need a little bit longer time. You know what? It doesn't look like this is too bad as far as melting. So I'm going to try to squeeze in another half hour, guys. I think we can do it. See you in a little bit. Alright guys, it's been exactly 3 hours. Let's take a look. Alright. I think this is pretty much done. The bacon, I think, might need a little bit more. So, I'm going to just bring this inside just so I can get my smoker in. I'm going to put it in. Guys, so just to show you the bacon here, man, it smells smoky, but it's still a little kind of limp. So I think the smoker definitely put some smoke on it, but this is nowhere close to being done. So yeah, I'm going to stick it in the oven. I got to let that cream cheese, you know, I think I'll put it in maybe 350 just for a few minutes, try to crisp this up just a little bit. All right, so check out the cream cheese and the nuts here inside under the light. You can tell it's definitely brown, but it still held its shape pretty well, despite being in there for 3 hours. So I'm gonna have to use my hands to make this into the cheese ball, but it's a little warm still, so I'm just gonna let this sit out here. I'm gonna get the rest of the ingredients chopped up and ready to go. I'll meet you guys back in a minute. All right, guys, I only needed to put them in there for around 5-6 minutes. You can see they're sizzling here. Yeah, just gonna let them sit on this stovetop while I get the rest of the ingredients. All right, guys, we want to take the pecans, kind of put them on a cutting board. Most of these were whole, some of them are chopped, and there's no easy way to do this, but just kind of take a knife, and we don't want to turn it to dust, but we don't want gigantic pieces. We just want a nice little crust that we can put on the outside of this cheese ball. So just like that, guys, not very complicated. This is probably just about there. Give me a minute, maybe a couple bigger pieces here. All right, I think that's perfect. All right, let me put that in a dish and we'll start preparing the rest of the ingredients. All right, guys, look at this bacon. Nice and crispy. Got that delicious glaze. So no easy way to do this either. I think I'm just gonna take some pieces here, maybe 4 or 5 at a time, and just kind of cut them into little pieces. I'll dice them up a little bit better, just like this, guys. And then after we cut them like this, we want to kind of dice them into smaller pieces, kind of like so. So we got little bacon bits. It's okay if you have a couple larger pieces, but just like that, guys. So give me a minute, I'll chop the rest of this up. We're almost there to put this cheese ball together. All right, we're finally ready to mix that cheese ball. So get a mixing bowl. As you can see, I put the cream cheese in there already. Now, I'll leave all the exact measurements down below, but for the green onion and the bacon, I took a little bit aside that we're going to use for the outside of the cheese ball. So just make sure you plan accordingly, because I'm going to dump everything that I have here, so you might think I'm dumping it all, but I'm not. So put some aside. So I got a little bit of sour cream. I have 1 diced up jalapeno. It's been seeded. Now, if you like it a little hot, keep some of the seeds in. All right. I got some chopped up green onion. Okay. We got some of that wonderful bacon. Oh man, I can already tell this is going to be a winner. All right. I got around a cup of cheddar cheese. A little more than a cup because we love cheese here. Half of it's regular cheddar, half of it's extra sharp cheddar, and then some pepper, around a half a cup, 3/4 cup pepper jack cheese. Now, no easy way to do this. I would just get some cheap disposable gloves. Let's just get in there and let's just keep mixing everything together. I know it's not the most appetizing thing, but we got to get everything incorporated into a cheese ball. So let me keep doing this, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Show you what it looks like. All right, guys, here it is. Kind of squeeze it together. Make sure everything's evenly mixed. I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to get some saran wrap, couple sheets. We're going to wrap this up in a ball, and then we're going to put it in the fridge for a few hours. Be back in a second. All right, guys, so I laid a couple sheets of saran wrap. We have to kind of do this just to make sure it firms up. And here is that cheese ball. I don't want to get my fingers dirty, so I'm hoping I can just drop it in there. There we go. I think that does the trick. All right. And now very carefully, we're going to wrap this boy up. Oh yeah. See, now you can use your hands. Oh, it's about the size of a softball. right there. All right, guys, I'm gonna pop this in the fridge. The last thing we gotta do is to make the topping that we're gonna roll this cheese ball in after it's cooled down for a few hours. So let me throw this in the fridge, be back in a second. All right, guys, another mixing bowl. We're gonna start off with those smoked pecans that we had going, that we kind of chopped up. We're gonna add some of that delicious bacon. We're gonna add some green onion. And what we're going to do, we're going to just mix all this together, lay this kind of in almost like a cookie sheet, and roll that cheese ball around. Now I have around a cup of cheese here, around a 1/4 cup of pepper jack, and then 3/4 cup, roughly, of cheddar cheese. And again, no easy way to do this. I just prefer to do this because it just makes it easier. Just like this. This is going to be our coating. Oh man, this is going to be good. Make sure you get some good crackers. Alright guys, there it is. I'm going to put some saran wrap on top of this. Also stick this in the fridge. And then, yeah, we're going to wait a couple hours, probably 2-3 hours. You could do this overnight as well if you had a guest coming in, you know, the next day. Bake it ahead of time. Probably be even better because those flavors will kind of meld together. But there we go, guys. I'll put some saran wrap on it. We'll be back shortly. All right, guys, since we have to wait a few hours for that cheese ball to firm up, time for a beverage. This is Shiner Homespun Cream Ale. 5% alcohol by volume. Like I might have mentioned in one of my other videos, I bought a variety pack. And so far, everything from the Shiner brewery is really good. Actually, it's in Shiner, Texas. It's Spatzel Brewery, I believe is how you pronounce it. Anyway, that's what I'm having. I don't have anyone else. Monica went to go pick the kids up from school. So, time for a drink review by myself. They'll probably be home any minute. But anyway, I was thirsty. So I never heard of a cream, I mean I've had cream ale like soda, but never a cream ale beer. Let's see what it says here. Our cream ale is inspired by a classic American recipe and homespun in Shiner, Texas. It's brewed with an extra helping of specialty wheat malt to give it a velvetly smooth, creamy mouthfeel and a pure gold color. Seasonable go-to brew. Alright guys. I appreciate you watching my video. Very carbonated. You see all the bubbles. And it kind of looks like a wheat beer. Don't smell anything. Alright guys, thanks. Cheers. Alright, tastes like a wheat beer to me. I don't feel or taste any of that creaminess they're talking about. It is very smooth. Reminds me of Spaten, a German beer which I really like, which is a wheat beer that they usually serve with a slice of lemon. It's kind of that light Pilsner carbonated with that little bit of a wheat feel. As you can see, it's cloudy. It's surprisingly light for 5%. It's very drinkable. Alright guys, I'm going to enjoy this. Another winner from the Shiner or Spatzel. I don't know. I'm sure I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But whatever. So far I've been pretty impressed with these Shiner beers. I'm going to enjoy this beer. I'm going to kick back, relax for a while. We'll be back in a few hours, well actually for you guys just a few seconds, and put that cheese ball together. Until then, cheers. Alright guys, here it is. It's been around 3.5 hours. I had it in the fridge, but I cheated a little bit. I put it in the garage. It's probably around 30 degrees outside, so I just wanted to make sure it got cold, and I can feel right now it is cold. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to put this to a side right now. I'm going to get a pan here. And you remember that mixture that I made right here. Let me take the saran wrap off. We're gonna I'm gonna pour that in here. We're gonna spread this out in a nice thin layer. There's that wonderful coating. Here is that wonderful cheese ball. And yeah, we're just gonna take some of this. They say you can roll it around in there too, but I don't know if that's gonna stick as well as, let me see, just kind of coating the outside and pushing down to get all that goodness, the nuts, the cheese. Oh man. Now this is a cheese ball, baby. Wow. Yeah, just try to push it in there so it sticks. Just turn it around. Let me get some crackers. We'll try this in just a second. Welcome back. I'm here with my wife Monica. Here it is. I put some variety of crackers.
This looks really good. It's almost too nice to touch.
Yeah, it is almost too nice. But I want you to try the...
Now this is not cheese ball at all. I mean, it is a cheese ball, but it's not cheese ball. Okay, maybe that was cheese ball.
Yeah, I'm going to try to scoop a little. Ooh.
Oh, wow, that looks good.
Here,
sure, thank you. Oh, wait, so cheers you.
All right. Oh, look at all the little... Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's falling off.
All right, guys, look at this, man. Woohoo.
It looks good.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Wow, smoky.
That is mind-blowing.
Wow.
That is the best cheese ball I have ever had.
And thank you to Hey Grill Hey for the recipe.
Oh yeah, thanks Susie.
Yeah, man.
She was not lying.
When she tried it, here, you try this one.
You gotta check that chick out, because she is...
She said it was the best cheese
She
ball she ever had, and I would have to agree with her.
Yep, yep. Whoop. And her seasonings are really good.
No, her seasonings are very good.
And we tasted quite a bit of seasonings. You're right on.
Wow. The smokiness.
It's just like flavor town. Everything just...
A little bit of that bacon. That's kind of like candy. A little bit of sweetness to it.
Oh, this is dangerous. I can eat way too much of this.
I had a little bit of jalapeno there. A little bit of heat. Not too bad.
Remember, I even thought, I'm like, jalapeno? I mean, I like spicy, but will that be too much? No. This is amazing.
This is a great thing to have when you have company over, guys. Make a nice platter.
Hey, and if you have company that, like we do sometimes, that doesn't like some of this stuff, then guess what? More for you.
It's kind of falling apart, but I'm trying to get to the cream cheese.
So overall,
part too.
was it hard to make, or
no? It's very easy to make.
Okay.
A little time consuming. You got to cut everything up, but like everything.
That is so good. I love the smoke flavor in it too, but the seasonings are right on. This is really good.
Very. Yeah, I can't emphasize enough the smoky flavor that cream cheese took on. I didn't realize, wow.
At first I remember you going, do I want to put the nuts in there? Because you're not as huge, but that gives it a little texture, but it's not overpowering flavor.
A different texture here.
Let's keep me going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
You're the boss.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
Wow, guys, this is amazing. It looks so nice.
I'm spilling here, but boy.
As your mom would have said, this is out of this world.
Yeah, out of this world. As you can see, guys, I would highly recommend it. It's not that difficult. Man, you can make this a day ahead of time. Serve it to your guests while you're waiting for the main course to come. Woo!
That is so good. You can't stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to get off camera and I'm going to eat the rest of this.
Guys, if you like the video, hit the like button. The logo on my shirt here is the logo on the bottom of the screen. If you click that, you can subscribe to my channel. Please do that because it helps my channel grow. And I appreciate you stopping by. All the measurements, the whole recipes down below too. And check out my website where I have everything, ericsmokingbbq.com.
And don't forget to check out Susie's site.
Oh yeah.
Hey Grill Hey.
Hey Grill Hey. Yeah, I like her. She knows how to barbecue and smoke too.
Yep.
All right, one more for the camera here for you.
One for me,
And
one for you.
Let me get one.
If you make too many of our videos, you're gonna fatten me up.
I'm making these really fat.
You're gonna fatten me up even more.
Look at that. Look at all the topping on that.
That's nice. Now that's loaded. I like hit you after you have a little bit.
Wow. I'd have to agree with Susie. Best.
That is the best cheese ball
Best
I've
cheese
ever
ball
had.
I've ever had.
Ever. And I've had a lot of cheese balls.
Again, guys, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. I gotta keep going.
I'm gonna take a break and come back.
Gotta get Tal up here. Try this.
Oh man, is that good?
A little bit of bacon too.
That's delicious. Very good.